Welcome back to Kaijumania. It's been 5 years, and in case you're wondering, yes, I was caught in the snap. Now, today we are bringing things back. We're going to Godzilla 2014 as we take on the 4 films from the Monsterverse. So tonight it's the Maximoffs against Godzilla. Well, kind of. Now, Marvel have done their own thing with Godzilla versus the Avengers, but that's not what's happening today. Our story starts, however, in 1999 when Zordon is messing around in some nuclear power plant. The seismic activity is off the charts. His wife goes and checks it. Oh no, it's gone too much. I'm gonna have to leave you, you're trapped. Press the button at the door. It's all going chaos. Oh no, my wife's dead. Oh no. And that's kind of the general flow of things. So we've got Walter White, his wife's died, his son's sad, everyone's sad. And now we go back to modern day times where he's still sad. He's Mr. Walter White. However, now he's breaking into Japan and having a look, trying to find out what he can find about what happened 15 years ago. He can't let go of this disaster where his wife died. His son, Mr. Kick-Ass Quicksilver, now lives in America. He's an American soldier. He's married to the Scarlet Witch and they've got a child together. So yes, incest has been confirmed in the Godzilla universe. So the majority of the film, we're just kind of going on about, oh, seismic activity, what does it mean, what's happening? And I'll be honest, it's pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie, it's just, we're just waiting. We're waiting for monsters to appear, we're waiting for monsters to fight. Is there some cool imagery? Yes, there's plenty of cool imagery. Nice shots, nice stills, might look good on a framed picture of some sort. But you're missing the point. It's about a giant 400-foot fire-breathing dinosaur trying to fight another weird monster. We don't need a serious film. We just want funny monsters, fight, one of them dies, everybody cheers. That's all we want from this kind of film. But we don't. We're gonna carry on because this is a very serious situation, and we get these MUTOs. Oh, by the way, the MUTOs, the first time they're referenced as MUTOs, within the same sentence he goes, but actually it's a massive unidentified terrestrial object. Although this one's now flying, so basically that name we've just made up no longer applies. So why do we call them MUTOs? Why don't we call them MUFOs? Is it too close to Morphos? I don't know. What are we doing? Let's just fucking give them a better name, but we're not gonna bother. So the MUTOs do their thing. There's a flying one, he's gonna go to Las Vegas, bit of gambling, bit of radiation, all that fun stuff. And we're gonna go to Hawaii, can't remember why, it's not important. Basically we're in Hawaii because we want to see Godzilla, because that's where he's gonna appear. And we get a pretty cool shot of Godzilla coming out to sea, and then basically a tsunami kind of comes when Godzilla walks out to the sea. But a tsunami never happens again when he comes out to sea. This is a one and done situation. It's like his one-time tsunami credit card. He's going to use it today at Hawaii because he's not been seen since 1954 because they want to make a nod to the original. So we get a few little, oh, can you see Godzilla? Can you see him? I might be able to see him. Can't quite see him. And at this point, we're near enough an hour into the film, by the way. And we're at the Hawaii airport. There's a MUTO, there's Godzilla. Are we going to get a fight? It looks like we are, because it looks like they do fight. And no, we're going to cut. We don't want to see that. We want to see a little boy watching it on TV shouting dinosaurs. That's what we want to see, apparently. And yeah, I know it's good to like, oh, tease the fight of what's coming. But, no, we don't want to wait. We want to see monsters fight. Yes, there's been plenty of Godzilla films where Godzilla isn't in them that much. This isn't the shortest Godzilla appearance. I mean, per minute, per film, kind of, yes, this is the least amount you see Godzilla in a film. But I think it's like Invasion of the Astro Monster, or is it the one after that? Basically, Godzilla's in that film for 5 minutes. So what happened in the fight? Who won? Did anyone get injured? Are any of the monsters hurt? Questions We just don't know. Why did they stop fighting? Did one of them just think, oh, I need a minute, calm down, let's not fight right now, let's just wait a little bit? Who knows? But for whatever reason, they just go the separate ways. Maybe one just buggers off because he was like, you know what, fuck it, can't be arsed with this right now. I need to go find my missus, get her pregnant, and then I'll have a fight. Or who knows? So we blabber on and we kind of find out that the army have got a plan. Let's like get a bomb in the middle of nowhere, that'll attract the monsters, then the monsters will go there, then we'll just nuke them. Which, you know, in theory, not a bad plan. And then
let them fight.
Dr. Zarazawa, on the other hand, he wants to let them fight. Which, yeah, the audience also wants to let them fight. In terms of a story, doesn't really make sense to have giant monsters fighting in the middle of your city. You probably don't want that. And to be honest, instead of let them fight, why not show them fight? Just show them fight. I'd be happy with that. I'd settle with that. But we go on and we go on about bombs and, oh, well, Quicksilver, he's good with analog bombs because that's his speciality. So these MUTOs who go on, they do EMPs, and the reason that they do EMPs is so that we can have nighttime fights so we can't see what the fuck's going on. We go on, we find out that the male MUTO met the female MUTO, he had a nice chat, they had a couple of beers, he knocked her up, she's preggers now, she's up the duff, and they're like, oh shit, what we're gonna do, and blah blah blah. And then we finally get to what's gonna be the second fight in San Francisco, I think it is at this point. Wanda Maximoff is running through the streets, she's trying to get to, you know, a safe haven of such. Godzilla comes in, a MUTO comes in, it's like, oh, now we're gonna let them fight. Now we're gonna show them fight. But the doors close and no, we don't get them to see them fight again. It's like, Jesus, you're really drawing this out, you're really trying to tease this more than it's really worth. But eventually, we do get to see them fight. So, female MUTO, she's up the duff. Male MUTO, he's looking for, you know, radiation. Godzilla, I don't know what happened with him in that second fight. Was someone injured again? Who knows? God knows what's going on. Nobody knows, and the film doesn't tell us. It tells us a lot, but it doesn't tell us what's happening with the fights. So we've got a couple of things going on at the same time. Obviously, she's been pregnant, she's laid some eggs and stuff, she's got a nest going on, and the army are a bit concerned about that for obvious reasons. And then Godzilla is about to finally fight. Godzilla, MUTOs, 2-on-1 handicap match, and oh, Godzilla does not do well in this fight at the moment. He's taking on the female MUTO, the male one jumps on his back, they get him down, head stomp him, curb stomp him, stand on him, kick him, punch him, he's down, he's out, he's got his ass beaten, he's really got it handed to him, you know. Considering this film's called Godzilla and he's supposed to be king of the monsters, he's pretty much jobbing out. I know it's a handicap match, but he's still jobbing out because, let's be honest, these MUTOs are a couple of jobbers. But we go down to Quicksilver, he's looking at the nest, he knows what to do, he's going to bomb him or blow him up or whatever he does. So he basically blows up the nest, and obviously the MUTO's like, oh no, you've blown up my babies. It's not like, hang on, you keep on top of this fella, I'm going to go check. It's like, no, both of them, run, Scarpa. It's like, no, what's going on with my babies? And the female MUTO, she's over at Quicksilver, she can't believe what he's done, she's devastated. It's like just this little back and forth between the two, how dare you do this? And he's like, well, you killed my dad. He's like, you killed my mum actually, thinking about it. He said, well, you fucking killed my babies, didn't you? And we get that, and we do get a cool shot of blue light spiralling up the tail of Godzilla, up his spine, and then atomic breath, boom, get the bitch. So that's quite nice, and at this point, you're like, right, we need to friggin' hurry up now, get that bomb on a boat, 20 miles out of San Francisco it needs to be, that's otherwise San Francisco's done for. It doesn't get 20 miles out of San Francisco, it probably gets about a mile away or something, and then the bomb does go off, and San Francisco's fine. So it's like, oh, well, don't know why. But anyway, the female, that's later on, the female, she's chasing this boat now. She went, well, I want that boat, it's got a bomb on it, I like bombs, bombs are tasty. Godzilla is then left to fight with a male MUTO, gets him through a building, gets a big spear or something goes through the MUTO's neck and kills him. Then Godzilla falls over because the building collapsed on him. So it's like, he's just about getting momentum, and the lad's down again on the floor. He's hit the canvas, but Godzilla is making eye contact with Quicksilver. Quicksilver's making eye contact with Godzilla. It's like, yep. See what he did, mate? Yep. I see what he did. Quicksilver bombs it to the boat. Well, gets to the boat with a bomb. Female Muto is about to get him. Godzilla, he wakes up. Well, we never see him wake up, but he must have woke up, shook off the rubble, and got back over to the sea just as fast. He puts his hand round the Muto, rips open her mouth, atomic breath the bitch, right through her head. And you know what? Yeah, it's a good shot. It looks great, and it's like a good moment. However, this film is what, 2 hours long? Is it 2 hours long? Because it feels like 4 hours long. I don't know. And an hour and 2 hours and 3 minutes, and boy, do you feel every minute of that, because this film is boring. It's the only way I can describe it. It's been a while since I've done this. It's been a while since I've watched this, and you know what? I went in with optimism and hope, and like, you know what? I was being harsh before. I'd watched a lot of Godzilla films right then, and they were just all better than it. So that's probably why. This is the first Godzilla film I have seen in the last 15 months. So I'm gonna go in fresh hope, and no, it's still boring. It's just a boring film, and that's probably the worst thing a Godzilla can be. If there's some bad Godzilla films, there's some really bad Godzilla films, but they're kind of entertaining despite how bad they are. This is just a bit boring. It's a bit of a meh film, middle of the road, and to be honest, if I never saw this film again, I probably wouldn't miss it. So it's 2 thumbs down from me. Also, the Mutos, couple of jobbers, don't like the look of them. They just look a bit boring and bland, they're a bit whatever. Who cares? Never want to see a Muto again. And that is it for Godzilla 2014. That is it for Wanda Maximoff and Quicksilver. However, the cast of the Avengers are back next week, because it's Kong Skull Island, so we've got Nick Fury, we've got Loki, we've got Captain Marvel, we've got a bloke from the Nova Corps, so you know, the Avengers are back next week. So we'll be back on Friday for Godzilla with 5 fun-time facts, well, as fun as can be for a film as boring as this, and then we'll be back next week for Kong Skull Island. And spoiler alert, we actually see him friggin' fight.